please take the space you feel well in and arrive at yourself. And search for this sort of relationship that your body starts to react. That's just under the impression of being seen. Turn your hands and slowly go down through your body, through the legs, into the earth. And breathe. Make a step forward and repeat. Arrive at yourself. Turn your hands. Let go. And stay with yourself, with your body. Notice how the body reacts. Support it when you feel its reactions. Don't hesitate to help. Let your breath react, relax. The weaving with the fingers, the L and the B, are exercises which address this realm. But to continue, they will come back in my further webinars anyway. So today I want to just stress a little bit the aspects of the spirals and the O and the E, which we started to work on 2 sessions ago. So please, to begin with, just create an O gesture from the heart. Create the first quarter of the circle, the second quarter of the circle, then continue through the other arm, streaming through the opposite arm, and then a fourth quarter until your feeling somehow returns through the arms to your collarbone. And then let go, breathe, and the arms may sink. Remember that the O gesture have a lot to do with the thighs. Stroke them a little bit, feel them, say hello. Have your legs bent a little bit and then slowly stretch the upper legs and stay with your consciousness in this activity while you stretch your legs. And then when they are stretched or nearly stretched, ask yourself, what's the consciousness in my feet now? And how did it get there? Allow yourself to discover new and unexpected things with this simple exercise. Bend your knees, stroke them a little bit. Stay in your upper legs while stretching them. Feel how this stretches the whole body. And then ask for the consciousness in your feet. Because although they belong to Jupiter, thighs, feet, and the O. Let's do it one more time, the O. And slowly stretch the thighs while you are doing it. O. And allow it to bring you forward on the toes. Great. And now create an E gesture. Press your lower arms slightly against each other. And allow this feeling to bring you on the heels. And then return to yourself. Let go. Make a little step backwards or forwards. Afterwards you want to move a little bit forwards. That's the reason why I walk backwards. One more time from O to E. Create the O and let it bring you forward. Incline you forward a little bit. Create the E and let it bring you backwards a little bit. On the heels. And let go. One last time, a step backwards. And when we do the E, try to have the feeling that the arms rest on each other. I'll explain it while we are doing it. Create the O in a way that you have the impression it brings you forward. Arrive at yourself. Let go. Cross. And now sense into your left arm and try to get a picture of how the left arm feels the right arm. And creep into your right arm and try to get a sensation of how does it sense, feel the left arm. So two different impressions of this meeting point. And arrive at your center on the heels. And then maybe just one step backwards that you can walk forwards a little bit. And this E is about taking time to arrive. And arriving does not mean one point, but arriving is two things have to meet, something has to come together. For this reason, take time to experience this crossing. We walk a straight line forwards, but we try that the O brings us forward. We create the O, we follow its invitation to walk. We create the A, we follow its invitation to stop, to arrive. Take your time to sense into this crossing. Breathe. Let go. We do the same on the way backwards. O wants to bring us into movement. We walk backwards. And the E wants to make us arrive. And now we try to combine this with the spiral. We walk a spiral instead of a straight line with the O and E. And I suggest that we walk forward and then to the right, and over the left side we really go forward. But do whatever you feel like. O invites us to start walking around. We carry it a little bit around. We walk forward, and the E we use to arrive. To create this sensation in the body. We return to our center, and then we walk a little bit backwards and around the point where we stand to return home. So we go backwards a little bit, around the point where we stood. Increase a little bit the O, and then we arrive. E. Maybe you have noticed that we could need a little bit more help to move. And if we have an order of O, U, and then the I and the E, then you will see this helps a lot. I will show you. We just do it standing. Create the O from the heart. and notice that it brings you back to your own heart. And then you just bring your hands to where you have arrived actually, and from there you create the ooh. And this will nearly throw you, make you fall forward, and then you say stop, and you create the E, I am here. And from there you create the gesture E, the German E, to really arrive. And you can have in mind how the nerve cells in the embryo start to create all these connections, and they move to places where they arrive, and they have to be arrived to be able to observe. One more time standing. O brings you forward. Ooh nearly makes you fall. I stop. I want to arrive at myself. And then I arrive on my heels. And breathe. Let's try to do this together with the spiral. And each time it's a little bit different when the ooh wants to start help me moving. So don't be fixed on how I do it. I do it differently each time. O invites me to move, leads me around. Ooh brings me forward. Ooh, E says stop please. And E says, the E, I arrive. And then return to your center. And we do it on the way back. We start with a little step backwards and then we walk around the point where we stand. O makes us ready to walk, leads us around. Ooh, starts pushing, pulling us. I says, stop please, here I am. And stop. And please do not feel obliged to create such an I. You can also just increase the tension in your body to stop the movement, the quick movement of the ooh, and from there lead into the E gesture, which finishes the movement. And now we try to do it on the spirals, on this diamond, on this square which stands on its point. And we just walk the square one time with these 4 words in mind: warmth, light, tone, and life. Warmth, just a straight line. And just how does your body resound to this word? Light. Tone. Life. And now we try to walk a spiral from point to point. We have tried it once, and now we try again. And if you get lost, never mind, just in the very end, try to be home again. And then feel satisfied. So we practice to feel satisfied despite of everything. And we now use our hands just to lead the body a little bit. We lead the body around the point where we stand. We lead the body forwards to the next point, and we help the body to arrive, to feel I arrive. We use our hand to start moving towards the center of the square. We lead the legs around the point where we stood, and we arrive. Again, we walk a little bit backwards, but the hands lead the body around, behind, and help us to arrive. We lead the body towards the center, around the point, and back to where we came from. Arrive. Great. And now when we do it with the gestures of the arms, we just know it can make it more difficult, but in the end, the idea is that the arms actually inspire our legs to move. And the more we stay relaxed, the more they can have their discussion and their inspiration, and share their inspirations. Okay, O, U, I, E. O. U, I, just a slight indication to arrive. E. Heals. And again. Oh. The U helps us starting, accelerating, and the I is the stop. Arrive. E. Where take lots of time to arrive. A little bit backwards to start. Oh, around. Ooh, I and E. Oh. Ooh. I and E. And arrive and let go. And breathe. Great. And slowly move to your seat and listen to the resonance. How is it doing what we've just done? How do you feel? What's going on under your skin, in your upper body, in your legs? Where do you feel it strongest, that life in your body? What elements are predominant at the moment? The physical body, the bones, the watery fluid element, the airy tickling element, the breathing element, the warmth element. Or do you have two elements which are predominant? How's the difference between right and left? Now. And allow yourself to notice how things change when you come back to what you have observed before. It might be completely different. And be aware that this interest you show to your body, to the picture the body wants to, through which the body speaks to us, is a great experience for the body to be perceived like that. It's a conviction we have to train a little bit. Great! I invite you to part number 2. And this was the predominant element is the O, and we have already practiced quite a lot with the O. And that makes it easy to just jump in, and we do it very simple. The legs just are relaxed, they react the way they want to, but they are not stiff, they react in one way or the other. Create an O from the heart. Fill it with warmth, sympathy, attentiveness, and sense yourself, your body. Return to your center. Breathe, let your shoulders react. Create an O above your head from out the heart. However you want to do it. And really let it become something that you perceive and then feel also yourself. How does this feel in your body? Let go, let your breath react. And if you cannot do the O that high, do it just low, but imagine it would be high up. Then create the O in front of your belly, downwards. Feel it, feel it, and then sense yourself. What is it doing to you now? Return to your center. Do it behind, from out the heart. The arms just follow. Fill it, make it big. And then use the upper arms to create the steps which you have practiced. The arms walk the legs. Arrive, relax, breathe, and then we do it again behind to walk backwards. Create the O, feel it, feel it, use the upper arms to create steps, which push. And arrive. Let go, enjoy how well this does to let go. Breathe. And breathe. We do it one more time, only one more time, and then again we will sit down. And now, all the time when we do things 4 times, it's allowed to have this 4 steps of warmth, light, tone and life in mind. Listening to how does it live in our surrounding, how does the body resound to it. Even when we did these 4 spirals before, you could have had them in mind. We do it with the O. And just be curious, what does it feel like to have this thought with you? Bring your hands in front of the heart. Slowly create the O. with warmth in mind. And listen to your body. How does the body react? Return to your center where you had just arrived. Breathe. Create the O from out the heart, above, or as high, what is ever possible to you. And then feel this O created and have in mind light. And sense how your body resounds to that. And let go. Return to your heart and breathe. Create the O from out the heart below. With tone in mind. And sense your whole body. And do the same, the O in the back, with life in mind. And create the steps forward in this atmosphere. Arrive, pause, and again. Life. Upper arms. The whole body. Perceive your body. Let your arms go. Arrive at yourself. Relax. And sit down to listen to the resonance of this, little sequence which you just did twice. How does the body react to this exercise, or what we tried to do? We made such big O's, wonderful big O's with the arms. Does the chest feel so big too? Round, full, thick, or how do you perceive it now? Mine feels different. What are the feelings in your lower belly now? In relation to what we did. How do you perceive your feet? The left one and the right one. Which one is broad, which one is thin? Which one is warm and which one is cold? Or colder? And if you look into your body from the point of view of colors, what comes before your inner eye? can be very gentle. Don't push anything. Sometimes you have to guess what this might be or that might be. Is it more bluish, more orangish? The mood. Can you differentiate something here and there? Feel free, whatever comes. What doesn't come. I invite you to start part 3 with me. And there we did the Venus gesture and the colors. And the idea is that, the Venus quality, which are connected to the kidneys, they care for the mood in the whole system. They care for that each organ has its atmosphere, that the salts are not too much and not too many, that they feel well and that they can breathe. That's their breathing element, actually. And this light which the kidneys shed through the body, light is perceived through color, or lives in color, or differentiates itself in colors. And this we want to touch now. And to begin with, we again start with the Venus gesture and just stand the way how it feels good for you. I often stay a little bit, my feet apart. And then both hands begin at the heart. Everything starts here. And then the left hand slowly, moves down, trying to connect to what's down there. And the right hand just feels, keeps connection. And the left hand just, feels the forces which carry it up, which bring it backwards, the interest to what's there. And then this letting go, this practicing really diving into the depths again. And again, the left arm hands over to the forces of the depths, which brings it up again. The left arm develops interest in what's behind me, what carries me from behind, what's my content. And then again, how can I find it also down there? And now please pay attention to the right hand, which actually feels absolutely connected with what's going on at the left side. And the right hand notices, lives with what this, going backwards. And the right hand deeply experiences what the left arm does. And going down. You feel it in your right hand. Its eyes are completely orientated to what's going on there. And when you now slowly open up the right arm, this consciousness of what the left arm is doing is completely in there. And when the left arm slowly practices to let go, to connect with the depth, the right arm feels it. When the left arm is carried up, the right arm feels it. It goes a little bit with it. And when the left arm is asking questions, the right arm trembles. What might the answer be? And again we go down. And the right arm not only feels it, it also talks it. It shows it a little bit to the world. when you go back, when you go down. And it feels completely connected, and it shows, but it also invites the others to enter this, what you show. So I am invited to share this experience, to come into what the right hand expresses. And the right hand listens to the left arm, and the right arm notices everything what the left arm is doing. And the right arm feels what it feels like to be carried upwards, to dare to look behind the curtains, and to develop this trust to the depths. And shows it and opens it up to everybody. And then slowly return to your center. One arm, one hand covering the other one, protecting the other one. And return to your heart, which made possible that this internal dialogue was able to take place. And then let go. And this quality takes place in different colors, in worlds of colors. And to approach them, we just repeat a very simple but deep way of approaching the colors, just through movements in the hands. And you have your hands here, very open, and slowly you create a ball. Yeah? Coming in, creating a core, an insight. And feel this in your arms, but then start experience this in your body. What does it feel like? Slowly open your hands a little bit, create roundness, shelter. Feel encompassed. And then start experience this. How does it feel like? Also in the body. Create a plane with your hands. Stretch the hands a little bit. This two-dimensionality. It's like waking up, and experience this waking up in your body. Start raying through the hands, through the fingers. It might even pull you a little bit. And start to feel in your body, what does this being pulled, this interest in everything feel like? Then come back to yourself a little bit, and then have this wish to touch. Maybe come back again a little bit. This wish to touch, and feel this joy. Oh, I'm going to touch in your body. And then put your hands upright as far as possible, but easygoing, and have the feeling, I touch. And then even if I want to touch here, I must also be with me. I return with me. And I feel my own uprightness and strength, but I'm still there. What I touch, I'm there and there, right? And then let go. Feel your backspace when you let go. And return to yourself. We do it one more time, so create a sort of mood through a simple movement of the hands. Experience this mood inwardly, in what way ever. Use your heart maybe to feel it. And then, how does my body experience this quality, and how does the body react to that? One hand out there, the other one. Slowly create inwardness, core, seats. And this concentration, what does it feel like in the body? And then slowly open up, create roundness, shelter. And then how does this feel in the body? How does the body react? Create this plainness, the two-dimensionality. How does the body react to this? Like waking up. Start raying through the hands, through the fingers. How is the body reacting? How are your eyes reacting? Create or experience this wish to touch, the joy I'm going to touch. And notice how the body, how this joy lives in your body. And then touch. And touching something means that you also have to sense your own energy. I'm there, what I touch, but I'm completely in my own force field. Then I let go, send the space behind, and relax. And when we now do once again the Venus gesture, we try that we have these qualities in mind, that we do the Venus gesture, and maybe after one turn or whatever feels good for you, we have the experience this takes place in this sort of surrounding. So please start with your hands close to your center. Prepare yourself for the Venus gesture by taking up contact with the depths. Feel how the depths carry you and open up your arms. And then remember this feeling, how it was to create this kernel, this inwardness. And have the feeling that gesture takes place within this inwardness. And then let go a little bit, and then have the feeling, okay, now this gesture is taking place in this surroundedness, in this shelteredness, in this protectedness. How does this feel now for the whole gesture? And then create this, remember this feeling of flatness, of two-dimensionality, of awakening. And have the impression the Venus gesture is taking place in this atmosphere. And then create this raying out. Remember how it was. And have the feeling as if this atmosphere would be around you. And then have the feeling this joy I'm going to touch is alive everywhere. And the Venus gesture takes place in this. And then have the feeling I touch. And I'm in my own empowerment. I'm in myself, but I touch. And let the Venus sphere take place in this surrounding. Return to yourself. Breathe and relax your arms. You are so brave. I hope when an arm became too heavy, you just took a rest. Nobody is seeing it. And you just go on when it feels well. Never push yourself towards, something which should be like this or that. No, your body unfolds much better if you follow its inner voice and find your own solutions. What's the mood you meet now when you listen to the resonance of what we did or of what we tried to do? Maybe you didn't even succeed. Please know we practice to trust in that what we try brings the effect. Not how much we succeeded, how good we were. So, how is your body reacting to what you tried? Maybe even if you was suffering a little bit, does it like it now? Ask him, did you like it or do you like it now? Our arms, we kept them out so far for such a long time. Do you have the feeling your arms are sticking out to all sides, or do you have the feeling you are pretty much contained, strangely enough? It can be both ways, but my limbs are pretty close at the moment. I'm surprised. How do you experience the right side of your lung and the left side of your lung? In spatial orientation, in color-wise, whatever. Breathing-wise. Yes. And you remember that last time, one lesson before, we practiced also the colors walking forms, combined with the arms. And please feel free to experiment with, yes, I'm doing these forms with the arms in connection to sort of ideas you can attribute to colors. And after this, you do the Venus gesture and try to, how can I connect my experience of the Venus gesture with a slight memory of what you did before? That you lead the Venus through different qualities of light. If you want to experiment with this, but you might have seen that already this very basic way of doing it can, do us very well. Okay. The question in the pre-webinar meeting was already, what is this rhythm we walk? And it's a part of the hexameter rhythm, which has a lot to do with just like walking a hill downwards and arriving, coming to rest, really relax. And this system has a lot to do with this. I come to rest in order to become able to open my eyes, my inner eyes. For this reason, I need this rest. And when we then do the arm movements, the different arm movements, they are in a way, it's the music which can unfold on this basic rhythm. Yeah? And it also is a little bit the way that this nervous system down here is a slow system. It's a walking rhythm. It's not like the head system, quick, 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 quick. So we have in mind that with this simple way of moving, we say hello to everything which says, yes, I'm absolutely awake. Nothing escapes my attention, but I work out of quiet. Let's start with this major step. A straight step forward, right a little bit to the side. Hips, collarbones, the joy of the collarbones which want to fly, flows into the lower arms. The upper arms support. The lower arms say yes. The hands, the fingers, the fingertips, and we arrive. And we just let it stream down. Slowly, attentively. The whole body senses it. We do the steps forward, long, short, short, and the hands help a little bit. Long, short, short, long, and long. Also this one goes forward. And then we close the legs and we allow us to arrive. Same backwards. And the feeling leads the legs just follow. I open up, the leg follows, long, and then I arrive, short, short. Again, I open up, the leg follows, long, short, short. I open up, long, I open up, long. Remember this Venus quality when we open up the arms, and just recall that there are two more arms really connecting down to the earth as we had in the Venus gesture. And everything of this connectedness with the depths lifts in the lower arms when you do this moving in and moving out. This perceiving if everything is well, and when needed, we heal. Coming in, comforting and caressing. And now try to do the steps and the quality as you did before. The legs follow, open up, long, short, short. And first open up, long, short, short. The feeling goes first, long, the leg follows, long, and arrive. You can do it one more time backwards, one more time forwards if you want to. I continue now with the next part, where we have arrived at the heart. The heart flows into the upper arms, goes back into what's living behind us, brings it along and offers it to the world. But we stay in the upper arms and the hands show what lives in our upper arms. And we let go and return to the heart, from where we go again into the upper arms. Ask, what can we find there? What wants to come with us? The upper arms, bring it forward into the world. The hands show it, but we are still staying in the upper arms. And then we return, and each time it's a little bit higher, we return back. The heart is actually bringing it along, but the upper arms are doing it. We show it in the hands, what the upper arms brought, have gathered. Just go as high as feels good for you. And even if the arms stretch more, we still stay in the sphere of the upper arms. And maybe a last time, feel the upper arms, feel into the space behind, bring it along. What wants to be brought along. And show it in the hands. And we feel ourselves standing in a triangle of light. We feel our feet. And we let go, return to our heart. And do the weaving with the lower arms again. And first we start to weave with the arms until we feel the connectedness to the depth Venus has encountered for us. And then we add the steps and try not to disturb the mood in the arms. Long, short, short, long, short, short, long, long. It's really a step again. And return to your heart. Again, you could do it one more time forwards and backwards, because that's the basic mood of this nervous system which we want to address. And then we bring this quint movements, and we start down here and we create a sort of sunset. Things have to grow, and a sunrise and a sunset. Things have to diminish. And again, a little bit higher, we create a sunrise and a sunset. Or similar impressions, whatever you feel, try to discover how is it in my case. Turning out. And slowly turning the other side around. The hands turn and the body experiences. And the hands turn. And the body experiences. And again, I stay in a triangle of light. And you choose which way your hands show. You let go. You arrive at your heart. You pour this consciousness of your heart into your shoulder girdle. You feel the whole shoulder girdle and allow yourself the thought, the roof is carrying the house. Straight step with the left foot. Small step to the right. Feet, collarbones, joy, lower arms, upper arms, lower arms, hands, fingers, fingertips. Arrive. Close your feet, and now the left arm stays up there. And only the right arm feels the streaming down and goes along with it. But the left arm feels the streaming down at least as much. And follows it, just tries not to follow too much until the other one which went through the earth comes to support it. And now I'll allow in your left arm to still feel the streaming down. and this being supported from below, but feel the streaming down. And then let go the lower arm. And maybe you notice how much effort it is to bring this arm in to your heart. Relax and let go. So this arm, we do not really bring it down like the other one. We really try to keep it up. But just notice this constantly pouring down in this lower arm, which slowly takes it up, but slowly really drinks it. One last time, left forward to the right. Collarbones, lower arms, upper arms, lower arms, hands, fingers, fingertips. Arrive. Close your leg, right leg comes back. And then slowly, slowly come down. Feel the streaming downwards. And now when you feel the streaming downwards in your left arm, maybe you can look how does it reflect itself in your legs. Do not stretch your arm up. It's constantly a streaming downwards what you perceive. How do your legs react? And then how does it reflect itself in your cheeks? And then let go and notice what's around my left arm now. And bring this along to your heart and protect it for a while. Breathe, sit down and relax. How do your perceptions shift now? What comes forward? What takes over? Is everything static or are things changing? When you have noticed lots of life at a certain point beforehand, just half a minute ago, how is it there now? How to experience the part behind your neck, where your skull, the back of your skull starts. What do you feel around your face, around your nose? Despite of everything which is going on, is there a certain level of quietness or contentness or stillness observable? which might have the capacity to grow. If you ask for your vitality and ask the question, hello my dear vitality, how are you doing? What's the answer?